Hey everyone, it's JIV Lee, aka Nail for TD, back with another tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys how I did these Vampire Rockstar nails on myself. So I wanted to do something that was like pre-Halloween, like a set that you could tell was like a Halloween set, but not too Halloween-y. And I absolutely love these nails. These are probably one of my favorite Halloween nails that I've ever done on myself. And I actually do plan on doing my nails again because I have I want my nails to match my costume. So I'm just going in, pushing back my cuticles. So I started using a cuticle bit, which I got these bits off Amazon, but I also got some cuticle bits off of Shein. Y'all know I love to get my bits off of Shein now. Yeah, and basically I like to use it in reverse and use it on 8 RPM to just gently exfoliate under the skin that I'm going to be cutting off for the cuticles. And then I go in with my cuticle nippers and cut the dead skin off that I just lifted with the cuticle nippers. With the cuticle bit. For me, adding that cuticle bit back into my nail routine, like my nail prep routine, is pretty good because I feel like it allows the cuticle area to be more, like less lifting will happen at the cuticle area. So far, so good. I've had these nails for a couple weeks now, and I have not experienced any lifting, so that's good. Now I'm going in with my pink sanding bands that I get from Amazon and roughing up the rest of the surface of the nail. And I love the cuticle bit because it allows you, sometimes when you do nails and then clients come back for fill-ins, you can tell that like certain parts around the cuticle, lift, like usually the edges of the like the sides of the cuticle area, if that makes sense, be the parts that lift, because you can't really, when I was just using the cuticle bit or just using the sanding band and not adding the cuticle bit, I'm not able to really get those areas. So those areas would lift, not major lifting, just like minor lifting. But now that I use the cuticle bit, I'm seeing a lot less lifting on my clients, like in those areas that were harder for me to reach with just using the sanding band. So yeah, I highly recommend using the cuticle bits. I think I told you guys I stopped using cuticle bits because I started working at different nail salons and they were like, oh yeah, you gotta go faster. So you gotta cut down on something. And I ended up taking out the cuticle bit part of the prep because they were like, yeah, it's just taking way too long. That's why I love being an independent nail tech. I get to take 20 minutes just to prep the nails, and that's perfectly fine, with me and my clients. I like being able to take my time, you know what I mean? Yeah. So now I'm going in with my square tips. Now I did tell y'all that I was not going to be doing my, the two nails that got injured in the accident from last August. I told you I was not going to be putting any nails on those fingers until May, my birthday set for next year. And I definitely lied to y'all because I definitely was putting tips. I definitely have put tips on the two fingers, but y'all seen it when I was prepping the natural nail. Y'all seen how the nails have grown out, so they're pretty much fully mature. Like look at these nails, like they look really good. The last two, they look really good. And I haven't been bumping them. I did my nails a little bit shorter on my right hand because I did not want any like accidents. As y'all can see, look, I do my thumbs like a certain length, and then I did my left hand just a little bit longer than my right. I don't know if you'll be able to see it more towards the end, but they are just one magnet shorter than my right. Now I'm going in with my nail files that I get from Shein. Just ordered some new ones yesterday. I love these nail files. They last pretty long. The grittage, I don't know if that's a word, but the grittage is amazing. Like that 80/80 grit be 80/80ing, you know what I mean? Cause I definitely cut myself while filing my own damn nails with these nail files. So I highly, highly, highly recommend, because they're really good, really sturdy. You know, like sometimes you get nail files from, because I have gotten other nail files from Shein that I absolutely hated, but these specific ones are really good because they're not flimsy. You know, I'm definitely a sturdy like nail file holder. Like when I have my nail file, I'm holding that shit sturdily as hell, you know, and it doesn't bend as easily as like the other, because I used to get the 100 180 grits, and those were about flimsy as hell. But the 80/80 grit really has changed my life. Like I feel like I talk about it every video, every tutorial I upload, but it's changed my life for the better. Now I will like forewarn y'all that this video is pretty long. You probably already can tell. This video is pretty long just because of the design process. I did 10 different designs on each, like one different design per nail. And recording all of that, oh my God, was a process. So please bear with this tutorial. Like it's very much a process. But you know, all of the information, I just wanted to record as much of the process as possible, because yeah, you know, like I want to give y'all all the information of how I do my nails and, you know, all of that, so I can have no questions in the comments, just great tutorial comments, you know what I mean? So now getting into the application, I have started using Morava dehydrator and primer. I go in with 1 or 2 coats of the dehydrator, and then I go in with 1 coat of the primer, and then before I apply the acrylic to the nails, I use 1 coat of the Young Nails Protein Bond. And so this acrylic is, so I wanted my acrylic to have a little bit of glitter in it. So I mixed a couple of the Valentino cover powders together with some clear, and I put just a little bit of glitter in there. You can actually barely see the glitter, because I literally sprinkled like 12 little glitter grains in the acrylic mix. But I really loved this acrylic color. It damn near looks like Bad and Bougie, so we're just gonna say it's Bad and Bougie by Valentino. Like it looks pretty close, because I mixed like Bad and Bougie with Blossom, with I think Classic Nude and Clear, and then I don't know, I was just mixing shit and I was like, okay, this is cute. So yeah, we're doing the application. So on a separate topic, why the hell is October already halfway done? Like, I swear to God, October flew by, but I've been having a lot of fun this October so far. So last weekend, I planned a trip to the pumpkin patch with my family. So my nieces and my sisters and my mom and my dog. We all went to the pumpkin patch. I had to find a pumpkin patch that was dog friendly, and because the first one that I found, I didn't realize it was not dog friendly until like the night before. So I was like, Man, so I called around the morning of, and I was able to find one that was pretty close and dog friendly, so I was happy about that. I love bringing my dog, like, we love doing family activities with my dog too, you know, because that's my sister. She's a part of my family, so she has to be there when we do family stuff. Um, so we went to the pumpkin patch. It was a lot of fun. The ticket included like a hayride where we get to pick our own pumpkin, and you get to pick whatever pumpkin you want, no matter the size. I got a huge pumpkin. Like, it was given Charlie Brown Great Big Pumpkin. That's not the title of the movie, but you know what I mean. It was really, really big. And we actually took home, because there was like, my sister also brought her boyfriend and everything, and so there was like 8 of us there, but we ended up taking home like 11 pumpkins. We took home a lot of pumpkins. We didn't realize that we were taking home hella pumpkins until we got home, and we were like, wait, how many people were there? Like, how many tickets did we buy? So it was a hayride. You get to pick your own pumpkin, and then there was like a court maze, and then there was like little, you know, like toys and stuff for the kids, areas to like play around, walk around and stuff. It was really cool. It was really nice. Next year we will be going back, maybe to a different pumpkin patch, just so, you know, we could experience different things. You know, but it was really nice. It was a really nice time. I love doing stuff with the family. Like, it feels good to be able to, you know, spend a day with the kids and whatnot. But them damn kids, child. Yeah. I don't know. Before this weekend, my nieces came over, I think the weekend before that, or the weekend before that. Child, when I say I do not want to have children because of that one weekend that they came over, like, the terrible twos, unfortunately, is real. The terrible twos is real. Because my other niece, so I have 3 nieces that I'm talking about. One is 9. She is my favorite at this point because she the only one who, like, you can tell her, hey, okay, stop doing that, and then she'll actually listen because she's 9. You know what I mean? She's a little bit more mature, even though she be annoying too. Auntie Jay, can you do my nails? Can you do my nails? Girl, you are 9 years old. I can't do acrylics. Like she be wanting to have long acrylics. Like, your mom will tear me a new one and then tear you a new one. Like, you know good and well we both don't want that, so stop asking me. And then I have 2 younger nieces who are 3 and 2. And their birthdays are actually coming up. My 3-year-old's about to be 4, and then a month later, the 2-year-old's going to be 3, which I'm glad we're about to get out of the terrible twos, child, because this, oof. But I feel like even the 3-year-old, she was worse when she was 2. Like, 3, she kind of chilled out a little bit. She's still annoying because she's 3, but she kind of chilled out a little bit. But I feel like it's still better than how she was at 2. So, yeah, I'm just grateful that we are finally moving out of the 2-year-old age range or whatever. Because this girl, she's loves a no. These babies, where do they learn no? Okay, we, as adults, we do say no a lot, because no, you cannot touch fire. No, you cannot climb into the trash can. No, you cannot yank on the dog's tail like it's a toy. You know what I mean? So I understand where they learn no, but don't say no to me. Like, I'm trying to save your life. You know, I think it's like a meme or something, but kids always trying trying to hurt themselves, like, because they're discovering the world and discovering what is dangerous and not. They're always jumping off of this and falling and grabbing and running with stuff that they do not need to be. It be the pencils, the color pencils, and the markers. Stop running with the pencils and the markers. Like, what the hell? Stop running with that. I just know I cannot be a daycare worker at all, because I'll be like, what the hell is wrong? What were you thinking? Of course you popped the eye out. You're running with scissors for no reason. And it's like, it's nothing that urgent that you need to be like, oh shit, let me run with these scissors real quick because I cannot put them down. Like, it's nothing that urgent for these kids to be running around with scissors and stuff, you know. But they do it because they're children, you know. So yeah, but it was a lot of fun going back to the pumpkin patch and off of my I don't want kids rant. The pumpkin patch was really fun. I love doing like fun stuff with the kids. I was running around and screaming and shit in the corn maze, because it was really cool. The corn maze, of course, the route that they had, it was only one entrance and exit, so like all of the swirls and, you know, the routes that were in the corn maze, they all led to one entrance, one exit. So I did like that. It was a very easy corn maze to get in and out of. And I love that because I'm running around, I'm sprinting, I'm hiding, screaming, we're scaring each other. Like, it was fun. I love doing childish stuff. Like, I very much am the fun auntie, and I love, like, living up to that name. It's fun. Oh, and I'm excited / nervous for this Friday because I also planned a day for my friends and I to go to Field of Screams. Whew, yeah, the Field of Screams. Apparently, it's not even like the scariest, because I was talking to one of my other clients yesterday, and she was saying that Field of Screams is scary, but the scariest haunted house that she's been to, or haunted attraction or whatever that she's been to, has been actually, I can't even remember what she told me. But why did this girl also tell me that she went to a haunted penitentiary, like a real live haunted penitentiary? And she was like, yeah, that part, like going into the haunted area was scary, but when the actors were like jumping out and stuff like that, it wasn't that scary. I was like, you are a Brit, and she's black, mind you. No shade, but she is black. I'm like, you are one crazy girl to be actually. I like fake haunted houses. I love fake haunted whatever. You know what I mean? I love Halloween, and I like the fake stuff. I'm not actually going to a real haunted house. Like, what? I know my spirit is attractive as hell, so then a demon can fall in love with my spirit and then now be attached to my spirit? No. That's just not for me. Let me say, that's just not for me. Yeah. Oh, and let me know if y'all like this angle that I tried to get a better angle to show y'all how I apply the acrylic on my non-dominant hand. I don't really love, you know, this. I kind of wish I would have zoomed in a little bit more, but I am, you know, I think this is a better angle for you to see like how I do it. It like, because it's sped up, y'all can't see like how I'm struggling. But I think this was actually one of the better times that I've applied my acrylic. Like, it looks pretty smooth for my non-dominant hand, and that is the goal. I love it. So now I'm going in with my drill bit from Shein. Y'all know. I believe this is a medium grit drill bit. Usually when I file, like use my e-file after applying acrylic, I like to use either a fine or extra fine grit, but I decided let me try medium, because sometimes the nails turn out a little bit thicker, and then a fine grit, it just takes a little bit too long to file down that file down the acrylic. Because sometimes I have been working on it over the years, but I have started to notice that sometimes when I do, like, my clients who have bigger hands and bigger nail beds, I use more acrylic. Like, I make the nails a little bit thicker. So I have been working on that over the years. Of course, I've gotten a lot better, but still, sometimes when I have some big hand client, because I be thinking I have the biggest hands and the biggest nail beds known to man, because as y'all know, I am 6'1", so that means that my hands are big, my nail beds are pretty big. I think my thumb obviously is a 0, and I think my middle finger, like just ran like standard tip sizing, I believe it's like a 4, a 3, no, not a 3. Maybe actually a 3-4, something, around that. So that is on the bigger end, because usually for like average hand, I think the middle finger would usually be about 4 or 5. Those be the tips that I use a lot. 4, 5, 6 are the tip numbers that I use a lot. Nail techs, but yeah. But then sometimes I have clients who have like big hands, and I'm like, damn, I don't know. I just apply it a lot thicker for the bigger, like the wider nail beds. You know what I mean? And I have been working on that over the years, because I'm like, I don't want their nails to look thick as hell. Because like honestly, when you have big hands, you have to, like, I feel like applying the acrylic thinner is more necessary, because you don't want the nails to look like big blocks. You feel me? Like, you don't want the nails to look like chunky ass squares on their head, and you also don't want them to feel the nails. Like, sometimes when you have long nails, you can feel the weight of like the length, because you're applying acrylic to the tip, and then you can just feel the extra weight on your fingers. Not like it's like pounds and pounds of weight, but you can just feel a little bit. Like, your nails don't feel as weightless as they do when you don't have acrylics. So, I have been trying to apply the acrylic thinner for my bigger nail clients, because, I just don't want the nails to look all chunky and bunky. So I got this medium grit nail file, or e-file bit, and it works very well. I really like it. I did have to, kind of get adjusted to it, because it's like, it gives me a little bit more, I don't know if torque is the best word for what I'm trying to say, but it gives me a little bit more, like, you have to hold your e-file more firmly when using this medium grit, versus when you use a fine grit. Like, it's not like I'm just wobbly with my e-file, but you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta use it a little bit differently, so yeah. I am so excited, because this week and especially next week, I'm going to be doing a lot of Halloween nails. So a lot of Halloween content is going to be coming out. Super, super excited about that. And y'all, October is flying, because this week, like, I planned Field of Screams like about a month ago, going to Field of Screams with my friends. And then next weekend, I have a Halloween game night costume party planned. And wow, like, I can't believe it's damn near Halloween. Like, for real. Because I've been planning this stuff for a month. and now it's here, so so yeah, I cannot believe it's Halloween. Like, it's my favorite time of year, for real. I need to go to Dollar Tree and get some more decorations, though, because, like, I barely have any decorations outside my house. I have a couple of tombstones and a couple of little ghosts. I gotta put the spider web up. Yeah, I gotta put the spider webs up. I gotta... Oh, we gotta carve... When we carve the pumpkins, that's gonna add to. So I'm gonna carve the pumpkins that we got. Because last weekend, we went to the pumpkin patch on a Saturday. But we went much later because I wanted to go early in the morning so then we could have enough time to play around at the pumpkin patch and then have time to carve the pumpkins. But of course, when it comes with children, like, you gotta adjust your plans a bit. So we ended up going like earlier in the afternoon to the pumpkin patch, and then I was going out that night, so I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to carve pumpkins this upcoming weekend. So we're gonna be carving the pumpkins on Sunday. Maybe I will record some of that, because that is the content that I want to like. That'll be fun, recording carving out pumpkins with my nieces. I think that'll be cute. And now let's get into the shape. Like, the shape was shaping. Yes, I absolutely love. And look at the other hand. You can see that the nails are slightly shorter, but they still look the same. So here is the part that took the longest damn time. The nail design. Literally half of this tutorial is about how I did the damn nail design. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna talk much and just let you guys see how I did it, and everything. My colors that I'll be using are red, black, white, and silver, because I really wanted to go with, like, I wanted to do something that was vampire-y and Rockstar. I was thinking, like, if Rico Nasty were to get her nails done by me, this is a set that I would do on Rico Nasty. If you don't know Rico Nasty, please get into it. She's like, she kind of makes like alternative rap music. And I love her. She is the love of my life. So yeah, get into Rico. Get into Rico, y'all. Oh, and I know someone is going to ask where I get my liner brushes from. So I think I've said this before. So the blue brush that I just used, honestly, that's just a paintbrush that I got from like the Dollar Tree. These liner brushes, I believe I've got them years ago. I've gotten them from either Amazon or Shein. You can get the same brushes off of either place. For me, I feel like it doesn't really matter where you get your liner brush as much as it matters how you customize it. So when I get new brushes, when I get new brushes, I like to cut some of the hairs off of the brush, so then the brush is thinner, because the nail brush that I'm using now to write on this nail was not as thin as it when I first got it. It was not this thin. It was a lot thicker. So I like to customize my brushes just by cutting off a few hairs so it's very much thin, so then the line and the detailing can be much thinner, than using a thicker brush. I know what you guys are thinking. I hurt men. Trust me. Watch the process. Okay, because I saw this one nail that had I hurt men, but then had the N crossed out. And I was like, oh, that's fire. So I took that inspo and did I hurt me. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I do my 3D vampire mouth using Macart Solid Nail Glue Gel. I get it off of Amazon. So you guys can't really see as well because the gel is clear. But basically I built the mouth from the bottom up. I built the bottom lip, then I did the tongue, then I did the teeth, then I did the top lip. And the lips I want to be a nice bright red. So I use my gel, carve it the way I want it. I cure it. I flash cure with a small UV light, as y'all see. And then I use, my liner brush with some red, the cherry red DND. It's actually called chili pepper DND gel, and paint the lips. So now I'm using this model gel that I got off Amazon. I can't remember exactly what brand I got it off of, but if you look up 3D 3D gel on Amazon, you will be able to find it. So like I said, I do the bottom lip, I did the tongue. I liked using this pink because it was a nice tongue substitute. So I didn't have any white gel, so I ended up going in with white acrylic. I didn't have any white 3D gel to make the teeth, so I ended up using white acrylic, which worked just as well. You use the same brush that you will use with your 3D flowers. You use that to create the teeth. So I'm just using small beads to create 2 teeth on the front and then 2 fangs on the side, as y'all can see. This is actually a lot easier than it looked. I feel like if you've mastered 3D flowers, you would be able to easily do this. Like it's actually fairly simple. And then I also love it because the white is super white. You know what I mean? So then I go back in with the 3D gel once the acrylic sets for the teeth. I go back in with the 3D gel and build out that upper lip, as y'all can see. I did see a tutorial about how to do the vampire nails on TikTok, I believe. But I'm kind of putting my own twist on it. So yeah, that is how I did the 3D mouth. This nail specifically was definitely one of the most simple nails I've done, but the most, like, I think I like this nail the most. I think this is my favorite nail next to the vampire mouth because that shit looks fire. But just drawing these dots, like, it always is the simple nails that eat the most. You know what I mean? The dots, the simple French tips, like, those be the nails that go the hardest. So, doing this design with my non dominant hand, I definitely was a little nervous. But what I used is my dotting tool to kind of draw out, kind of sketch what I was going to do. So I'm doing like the skeleton finger. So I used the dotting tool to kind of sketch out how I wanted to place, the bones and whatnot. And then I go in with my liner brush and straighten out the lines and, uncrooked all these damn lines. I am really impressed with the fact that I thought about that, like to do the dotting tool first because it helped out a lot. Like this nail was actually very simple. I feel like it's more simple because I've gotten better with being ambidextrous. I've kind of taught myself how to be ambidextrous, so I've gotten better with it. But using your non-dominant hand, it was a lot simpler to do like the dotting tools and then go back in and kind of straighten out the lines. So I will say with my non-dominant hand, the designs that I put on the ring and middle finger at first, the ones that I recorded, I did not like. So I took them off. That's why I love being a nail tech and doing your own nails. Because if you don't, like, I had a vision in my mind of what I wanted to do, but then it wasn't looking as good as I wanted it to look. So I love a good pivot. Let me just take that shit off and do something else. So that middle finger is different. It's different than what I originally was going to do. It was different than what I finished. When I finished, it was a different nail. And then this pointer nail, I ended up doing a vertical ombre because I was just like, wait, this would look so fire if I did a ombre nail. Because I was like, I want to mix in some more black, some more white. How could I do that? Ombre. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, doing this damn vertical ombre with my non-dominant hand was so hard. But using the brush that I'm using, the blue brushes that I'm using are just regular paintbrushes that you get from freaking Dollar Tree. And it actually helped a lot. Like, it was very hard doing this because it's my non-dominant hand. But I think I got the, I think I got the ombre down pretty well. I've never done a vertical ombre with my non-dominant hand. I don't think so. I've never done it. But yeah, it was actually pretty easy once I stopped shaking. Because sometimes when you start using your non-dominant hand, you're shaky. But then once I forgot that I'm not left-handed, I was like, okay, yeah, this is easy. After doing your nails like both-handed for a little while, I start to forget that I'm not left-handed, so I'm like, okay, it starts to feel more natural doing my nails with my left hand, basically, is what I'm saying. So here is the final set with these Vampire Rockstar nails. I absolutely love these. Definitely one of my favorite Halloween nail sets I've ever done. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked it as much as I loved creating this video for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.